The ongoing crisis in Afghanistan is revealing many local connections to the country in crisis. It's calling out the best in Nebraskans who want to help.
Today, Marlo Lundak introduces us to families hoping to help bring some Afghan students here to Nebraska.
For so many of us, it's hard to imagine what life is like in Afghanistan, especially right now. But for couples like Ken and Erin Jensen, Afghanistan is their second home.
These kids are like our kids. They played in our living room. They played with our kids when we lived there. They were on their swing set in our backyard, and they went to this school. So they're not just anybody, they're like our family. So
Ken and Erin Jensen lived in Afghanistan for 7 years, from 2007 to 2014.
We worked for an international American school that was funded in part by the State Department to help rebuild the country and give Afghans an opportunity to go to school and study.
Security concerns were rising, so the Jensens and their 4 children came home to Omaha. But they continued supporting students at the international school. Now with the Taliban takeover, they're hoping to bring several students, 3 girls and a boy, all teenagers, to Nebraska.
A local school here in Omaha is providing I-20 visas so that they can study here in Omaha, stay with a host family, and continue being educated. Otherwise, these girls, unfortunately, will be, at best, stuck in their home, and at worst, sold off to be wives of Taliban soldiers.
one of her comments to her sibling was, hey, if we die together. So that's the kind of conversations these kids are having.
Communication has been difficult, and the Jensens say there's no organized plan right now for anyone, just lots of uncertainty, including for the Krogh family. When the students make their arrival in Nebraska, they've agreed to host 2 of them.
It's like we're going to learn so much too, so it's not really even what we can give them. It's just, how could we say no to such an opportunity?
They say they know they don't have every resource they need, but have a community who will support and back them, making this process a little easier.
I'm excited for what could happen to our community. I know so many people already have such huge hearts, and now it's an opportunity to put that into action.
On your side in Omaha, Marlo Lundak, 6 News.
An Omaha family has been working tirelessly to help Afghan allies and students escape the Taliban and come here to America.
6 News first brought you this story a few weeks ago, and Marlo Lundak found out their efforts are paying off.
Ken and Erin Jensen lived in Kabul, Afghanistan for 7 years. They worked for an American international school before leaving in 2014. Their work with the school has continued, and since the Taliban took over, they've worked around the clock to try to bring some students to the United States.
It's probably the most intense 14 days of our life, even though we've lived in other countries and been in many different situations, but these last 2 weeks have been topped them all. It's been the most intense.
Despite challenge after challenge and several confrontations with the Taliban on the way to freedom, the Jensens say the mission was even more successful than they imagined. 3 students, an interpreter and his family, were able to escape along with others.
One of our female students was able to bring her father, her brother, and her 2 cousins. And then we were also able to get, one of our male students was able to bring his mother and his father. So total there are 15 of them.
The students and families are now in Washington, D.C. being processed. 14-year-old Rahima was one of those who was able to escape and couldn't be happier.
My heart filled with pleasure. I was feeling nothing except that I'm secure. I will go out and study in one of the best schools, going to accomplish my dreams and achieve it. I have opportunities right here. I'm really happy.
On your side in Omaha, Marlo Lundak, 6 News.
After escaping from the Taliban, an Afghan family is now safely in the U.S.
Our Marlo Lundak has been following their journey for the last 3.5 months, and she was there today as the family touched down in Omaha. It's a story you'll only see on 6.
After months of waiting.
And then we have about 2 other families in our neighborhood. Are they here? Oh my gosh!
7 Afghan evacuees have landed in Omaha. It's thanks to the work of Erin and Ken Jensen, who once lived and worked in Kabul and used their contacts to get the evacuees here.
Finally, we made it to Omaha, to our friends and to our family.
For months, the Jamilzada family has been in military camps waiting for their name to be called so they can leave for Omaha. Last night, that call finally came.
And then before he even finished, I started screaming like, "That's us! Yes, that's us!" We were pretty happy.
Feeling the freedom is very nice.
I was like so excited. I mean, I couldn't I didn't know what to do. I was like super excited.
The news was also a surprise for Stephanie and Gianna Schrader. They're hosting 3 of the 7 family members in their home. They'd been waiting for the call too.
It just gave me the chills. We're just excited. We've been helping a lot of other families that are already here, and it's not good in Afghanistan. It's really, really bad. And I'm just really excited for them to be here, and I'm excited for these girls that are the same age as her to have this opportunity. And we just can't wait to love on them.
The moment is bittersweet for the Jamilzadas. They're happy to be here, but are missing other family members and are worried for their home.
And whenever we are going around today, especially when I was on my way here, many times I said I wish my parent was with us.
But nonetheless, they're ready to begin the next chapter in their lives.
I like to start working out. I want to do dance. I want to study. I want to go to school. I want to do everything I can.
On your side at Epley Airfield, Marlo Lundak, 6 News.